So this is the introduction, a little bit from the House of Wade. Most of the time, change, especially global change, happens gradually. So gradually, in fact, that we barely notice that anything's different. Time passes, one day changes in another, but we don't usually notice the hands of the clock moving. Once in a while, though, forces combine and a cataclysmic shift occurs that changes everything about life. One day, dinosaurs roam the earth, dominating the food chain so effectively that they tower over the rest of creation with arrogance and ease. The next day, an asteroid hits, the Jurassic gives way to the Cretaceous, and 75% of all species become extinct in the blink of a geological eye. As in the natural world, sudden cataclysms do occur in the culture and the economy. One moment, we were feeding ourselves and our families out of our own kitchen gardens, making everything we use by hand, and using our only currency, the ability to trade and share with our neighbors in order to survive the long winters. The next moment, we found ourselves living in cities, working long hours far from home, and buying rather than making or sharing what we needed to survive. The things that had fueled us before, community, creativity, cooperation, and sharing, had completely outlived their usefulness. Own your own became the dream and the driving force of the age. The me economy had begun, and then the recession of 2008 occurred and everything changed once again. We are still living in the long tail of the Industrial Revolution. We still go to work in offices and factories and mills. We live in cities and suburbs instead of villages. We purchase mass-produced goods rather than fashioning our own tools, and we are still dealing with the isolation, alienation, lack of connection, and diminishment of the singular human hand and voice that mass production and industrialization ultimately brought about. But all that is changing, and it is changing quickly. After the destruction of the 2008 global financial collapse, once again, culture and commerce turned on a dime, and nothing would ever be the same again. Today, we are standing amid the ashes. What once prevailed no longer functions, and new species are emerging. The I, me, mine mindset of the industrial era came to an end in the crash of 2008. In its place came an economy and a culture built on a reimagined version of our core American competencies: socialization, sharing, trust, purpose, passion, creativity, and collaboration. We are building an economy of we-commerce and returning to our small community origins, only now our village is global in scale. It is now possible to stand in solidarity with people on the other side of the world because of an idea, and for one person to launch a handmade, innovative product and compete with big brands for the global customer's attention, loyalty, and consumer dollars. This means that not only the rules of the road to profitability, but also the very definition of success itself has changed. A new success story is being told with a whole different set of characters and plot twists, and with a reinvented vision of what the American dream actually means. Today, we are living in the economy that Andy Warhol first saw decades ago. 50 years after the introduction of the factory, Warhol's idea of blending art with commerce and beauty with business is coming to fruition. We are living and working in a sharing-centered economy where the first rule for how to succeed in business is to understand that now, more than ever before, united we stand and divided we fall.